Hi, welcome to week 3 of our article marketing video training. Hope you're enjoying them. Hope you enjoyed the first 2 weeks. You've discovered the keywords that you should be using, and of course you've started to write some compelling headlines and subheaders to draw people through your article. This week we're going to wrap everything up by talking about where to place your articles for maximum exposure, maximum traffic and maximum engagement with your audience. As usual, there are some slides coming now where we're going to wrap everything up and give you the final few pieces to make sure that your article marketing campaign will be super successful and generate you lots of traffic and lots of sales.
Okay, thanks very much for the introduction, Phil. Okay, let's go on with our third in this short series of presentations on article marketing. Now, so far, we've talked about Google, how it's important for Google to find your articles. We've talked about keywords, the structure of the article, etc. We've talked about potential buyers and the people that are reading your article and how you need to appeal to them with compelling copy, writing decent headlines, also having a close, etc. Now we're going on this week to talk about where to place your articles. So what sort of options have you got to place your articles so they'll actually be seen? Okay, so there's kind of 3 marketplaces really, or 3 levels of marketplace. The first one that we need to touch on, which is fairly tried and tested, are newspapers. So local, national, or whatever. The second level is your industry press, so the magazines, the forum, etc. that's devoted to your particular industry, be it coaching, personal development, business development, woodwork, anything that your industry is focused on. And the next one is article directories, which is a bit more specialist, what we'll be talking about in some detail, which is where a great place to put your articles on the web, get them seen on the internet. Okay, let's quickly run through each. Now, newspapers has got a big plus, and that's a huge circulation. So a regional one that we use up in Birmingham a lot has a circulation of 180,000, which is pretty massive. There are a couple of big minuses though. A, it's not targeted. So of those 180,000, how many people are interested in what we or in what you are actually offering? And the action is not as easy as on the web, because if you read an article, then the best you can do really is to direct them to visit a website. It's not as easy as just clicking a link. So readers can much more easily detach from that. Having said that, we do get good results in some industry-specific newspapers. Now, the tip if you're writing to newspapers, if you're writing particularly to local or national newspapers, is to write the article in 3 ways. So write your article with 2,000 words, 1,000 words and 500 words, and send all 3 versions to the editor or to the person responsible, the sub-editor. We find it much easier to write the 2,000 worder and then edit it down to be 1,000, edit it again to be 500. You've got a much bigger chance then of actually getting your article published, because the newspaper guy has got very little to do. The industry press we talked about, now that's got a big advantage, and it's a targeted audience. You don't buy a magazine on a particular industry sector, or you don't look at a forum on a particular sector unless you're interested. So you're already the sort of next level up. Often the industry press needs content, particularly if you've got an industry that issues a lot of newsletters. The newsletter editors there are always very amenable to if you offer your articles. It builds your reputation in the sector that you're interested in, which is very important. And your articles can be picked up by the national press. You can get the advantage of that if it's a particular interest or it's particularly timely. Moving on to the online aspects, by far and away the most effective way of getting your article read and therefore getting the actions contained within the article followed up is to place your article in a directory, in an online directory. Now, we give several examples of these in our workbook, but the one that we would recommend you to start with is the one here, easyinarticles.com. It's really well organized, it's very well ranked by Google, and it's got a great search facility, so if people are looking for your particular article, they're highly likely to find it. That's a great one, and we really would recommend that you start with that one and then move on to some of the others. So have a look at that. We've got a spare 5 minutes. See how easy it is to place your article on a very well ranked directory. Okay, now tips on spreading the word. As you would expect from us, use social media, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, some of the other platforms, to drive traffic to your article, to start publicising your article. And of course, ask people to share. So ask people to retweet, to like you on Facebook, or to send your link out on LinkedIn, so that it just spreads the net of people that are reading your articles. Now, the one that a lot of people seem to forget, is kind of overlooking the obvious, is put it on your own website. So publish it on your website, and then you can swap your article with other people. So quite often people will be happy to publish your article on their website if in return you publish theirs on yours. And that's a great way of generating the all-important links that Google loves so much. Which brings us neatly on to, for goodness sake, include links. As we said last time, if you don't include links, you're not article marketing, you're just writing articles. So include links from your article to your site or to your sales page, whichever is appropriate. Often we will link to a blog page to give people more information and then a call to action. But it may be that you're creating interest, or you're generating a link to your home page to collect their data. You can include a link from one article to another, which means that both articles will become more highly ranked by Google, because again, it loves those links, and it gets people to read more. You become more of an expert. And include links, if you can, from authority sites, and these are sites like the article directories that we've told you about, from the national newspapers and their internet sites, from government sites if you can do that, although that's more difficult, and from university sites. Those links are much more prized by Google than the ordinary sort of commercial ones. Okay, now as we're talking about article marketing, marketing side, and we're very focused on e-commerce for SMEs. The article marketing is a great way in to another aspect, which is affiliate marketing, and that's where you're really selling kind of on commission for the big boys. Now, we'll be going into affiliate marketing later on in our program, but really just remember that you can link to some of the big boys and you can sell their products, their services, for often a small commission, and sometimes quite a big commission. And these are people like John Lewis, Currys, M&S, Next, the AA, Dell, the list goes on and on. You can write an article, you drive traffic to that article, a link on your article could go to one of their sites, one of their sales pages, and you would get a commission for every sale that you've generated. Okay, so let's sum up a little bit about placing articles. There are several places, 3 sort of different levels: the press, national and local, your industry press, websites, forum, and also article directories where people go specifically to read articles. There are many opportunities on the internet to swap articles, to place articles, and to get links between articles back to your site, etc. Please don't overlook the obvious. Use your own website too. And wherever you do, include links. Just as there are links in the workbook to various aspects of article marketing, you'll find links from here to our website. You need to include those as well, so everything becomes much more highly ranked, highly prized by Google. So that's a short presentation about where to place your articles. So now you're in a good position. You've discovered how to get them highly ranked by Google using keywords and the structure of them, how to write compelling copy so your readers are compelled to read more and then take specific action, including to buy, and now you have an idea on where to place them. Now, it has been obviously a short run through. There's much more information on our blog site, much more information in the workbook. So click onto the bottom link as it says there, read more on our blog, including some great links on where to get the specific information for people to send your articles to. We hope you've enjoyed this run through on article marketing. Thank you.